and pieces. And that's why companies like Phoebe Bilstein, Optimal, Myler, they are in business and they can make quite nice money on this, because we as wholesalers, we don't think it's worthwhile go sourcing on our own.
Right. Interesting.
So
I mean,
that's why they are in business.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's interesting you said that, but I think that like in terms of a profitability perspective, I mean, most businesses I came across from a financial perspective, I can see that they make sort of EBITDA margins somewhere between 5 and 15%. And the company that I'm looking at has like way higher than that. It's a number that I have never seen in the industry, or like sort of 30-odd%. And I just don't understand how this is sustainable. Just because they may be like picking up. I almost feel like a business is more like a logistics business, in the sense of holding a wide range of product of small price items, but you really don't care about the price, because if you pay €2 or 2.3 euros, doesn't matter. But for the business, it matters, because it's higher profit. I'm just wondering whether this is a niche that can that has found its place in the world, and you can make very good profits out of it, or is it something that you can just attack quite easily? Because as I said, I don't think they have like any secret sauce. They just do, they break down the product from the original. They design it, they take it to China, manufacture, bring it back to Europe, and then they hold an inventory range of 12,000 items, SKUs, in a single warehouse. And and then the wholesaler distributor just says, I want this and want that, and there's a catalog.
I think that if you compare them with the other ones in this area, like Phoebe Bilstein, Optimal, Mile, etc., the reason why they don't make the same kind of EBIT is that they are carrying a much wider portfolio. They are also carrying the brake discs and the brake pads and the shock absorbers, etc., etc. And on these parts, they make a lot less. Because here they face the competition from the wholesaler's own sourcing, and it's much more in the focus of the wholesaler to make sure that he has the right prices on discs and pads and shock absorbers than it is to have on caps and silent blocks and brackets, because it's such a small part of the sales. I think that the smart thing here, I mean, if I was in this business, there's a very narrow product range in terms of small parts, I would just stay in that business. I wouldn't expand the business and say, okay, if we have a wider range with all the parts needed for a car, we can sell more and earn more. I don't think that's the case. I would just really focus on these small parts that the big wholesalers don't really spend any time on. I think it's not sustainable to stay on the level where they are today, but for sure, I think long term they can still make a lot of money.
Do you have an idea of and obviously the countries vary, but if I pick up one of these products, from the price that the garage charges me, in my bill when I take my car there, all the way up to, how much did it cost to buy from China? Do you know, where the value stays? So I don't know, I've how much will a silent block cost?
Okay. I think
just high level, not really.
Every market varies, and it's. Let me give you an example from the Nordic markets, then, roughly how it plays out. Okay, these are high margin markets, also with high costs, but if you look at the profitability that someone like a garage would have on one of these products, he would probably earn roughly 25% margin on it. The local branch outlet where he gets his products from on a daily basis, they would probably in the Nordic make something like 30%.